electric windows are frozen shut on the one's driver's side. The joys of winter. Sure glad this van has a rear defrost on the back windshield, and then also my side mirrors, so I don't have to scrape the mirrors. They thaw automatically. Well, we're getting there. Now, since it's only just below the freezing mark, it's not a big deal. You know, a guy can get going fairly quickly in the mornings. But when the temperature is at minus 20 or 25 or minus 30, you have to wait a little bit longer for things to thaw out, like 10 minutes or so. Anyway, we'll go down and get some coffee first, and then we'll head to the locker. I just wanted to make that video for my dear friend Bree, since she wanted to see what it looked like. And I can understand and appreciate, you know, the snow does look pretty, but when you're living in the environment and you get 6 months of having to scrape your windows every morning, things like that, it's not that much fun. So yes, Bree dear, I really need my coffee this morning. And yes, I was wearing gloves. I don't know if you noticed that. Okay. My turn. Usually in the mornings I take a snow brush and brush all the snow off the vehicle, but I didn't put my snow brush in the van, so it's still in the apartment. I have to dig it out. The thermometer on the van says it is only minus 1 or 30 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's not bitterly cold out or anything. It's just a pain in the butt. So this being the first snow of the season, I'm sure it will melt. Just a matter of how long it'll take before it does that. And if you hear my fan is on pretty high, that's my defrost in the front there. Trying to melt some of that snow off. And yes, we're just before the school zone time kicks in, so it'll be about a minute and then it'll start. But that's okay, so I won't get no tickets or nothing. Not that they're out this early anyway. They usually show up a little later there for the school zones. Okay, so we'll go in and get ourselves a coffee, and I'll be right back, guys. Don't you go away now. But I will shut the camera off. Well, I got my coffee, so now we're gonna head over to the locker and go pick up some supplies for today. And yes, it's still snowing out a little bit. Very fine, small snowflakes. I guess it's going to be snowing till about 6 p.m. tonight. At least we don't have any accumulation on the roads yet, which makes it a little bit easier and still fairly safe. As long as people are paying attention. And my dear Bree, this morning I would not recommend just a juice. I would recommend coffee or even a hot chocolate or something. But being September the 13th of 2018, it's way too early to have this snow. And like I say, I'm sure it will all melt yet within a couple of days. It's a nuisance. And I know, Bree, you probably would enjoy playing in the snow. And, you know, being from the South in the U.S., you don't get to experience it, and I can understand that and appreciate it. But you also have to understand, if you live with it for 6 months out of every year, have a tendency not to care for it as much. It does become a way of life, I guess, but we deal with it. Driving in the snow is a different adventure, and you very quickly become accustomed to driving on ice. Now, it being September 13th, that it's not the earliest that I have seen snow here in Edmonton. We've had it on August 28th once. And of course, when you look at that and you go, what? August 28th? Snow? Yeah. Well, that's life here in the central, north central part of Alberta, I guess. And actually, Edmonton is kind of in the middle of Alberta. If you're going north and south, to get to the northern end, you still have at least a 5-hour drive. So, could be worse. And Susan, if you're watching this one, you just seen that 7-Eleven on the right hand or left hand side. You don't want a Slurpee today, trust me. Hot chocolate is recommended, or tea maybe. That guy's an Uber guy in front of us. Now you see there's snow on top of a lot of the vehicles yet. And like honestly, when you start out in the mornings, you should actually brush it off. I mean, in the city it's not that bad, but if you head out in the highways, sure, it'll blow off after a while, but it'll get on the roads and get in onto the driver behind you, It'll be on his windshield. And I'm sure he won't appreciate it very much. So it's actually illegal to have large amounts of snow on your roof and not clean it off. But like this first snowfall here, I don't think it's that big of a deal. And you know, you'll have seen that car, that Uber car. He had maybe 1.5 inches of snow on the roof. Not that big of a deal. I probably have some on mine too. Since I have the ladder racks up there, it's a little more difficult to clean some of that snow off. And yes, the snow gets all over my ladders. And speaking of snow and stuff, okay, normally in the summertime, when you do the windshield washer stuff, we use a product that's called Bug Cleaner. It helps clean your bugs off. But the winter time, we use a different type that actually will de-ice the windows a little bit, and it doesn't freeze up as much. We do have a little bit of snow on the overpass here. Makes it a little bit slushy. Anyway, since this is not a long trip, we're just about there. Just figured I'd take you along and show you what this first snowfall looked like. So, my dear sweet Bree, I hope this is what you were looking for. But I will do a real wintertime drive where you can actually see the ice and stuff on the road. It'll be a little bit different driving. Today was pretty normal, so. Anyway, take care everyone. Take care, Bree. Enjoy your hot chocolate or whatever you're having. And I'm where I need to go. See you all, take care, and bye for now. Open sesame. Okay, in we go. Bye guys.